What's Travis Scott doing? Why is he here?
But he got hit!
Why is Travis Scott more present and relevant in this Cena heel run than The Rock?
Are you really mad about that? Because I'm not. I think that's how I'd rather have it.
I'm a little bit mad about it. Let me explain.
Yeah, The Rock no shirt. He didn't even have did he have a thing?
He just wasn't there. He says he was in Hawaii. Like...
Oh, well, let's not talk about it yet. We gotta... Are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, well then let's talk about it then.
Overall, I think I'm happy, but like it definitely is the worst Mania over the past couple of years, I think.
Yeah. It's the worst Mania that I've been wrestlingly conscious for.
This is hard to like say. I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to like give a thing on it, because it's hard to... I want to say it's the worst two-night Mania, but it's really hard... It's really hard to rate 36, because that's the one with no crowd. So it's really hard to be like, well, this one's better or worse, because the crowd is so much part of it. But like, it's definitely worse than 37, 38, 39, and 40.
What's the main event at 36?
Night 1 is Taker and Styles Boneyard match, and Night 2 is Drew and Lesnar.
I don't remember that one as much, so I was going to make it a pick, because I don't give a fuck about the crowd. I feel like I would be to compare the two, or like what I watched and what I watched, but I don't remember 36 as well enough to speak on it.
Yeah,
because I've seen them, but I couldn't tell you how I felt about it all together.
I couldn't watch it. 36 and 37 are like the two Manias that I skipped, because I tried to watch 36 and I couldn't, and 37 had reduced attendance, some COVID things, and I was like, I will just come back when the crowds come back. And to be fair, once the crowds came back, it was like I hit another arc of my wrestling fandom. So
hello and welcome back, and let's get into this.
WrestleMania weekend. So there's 3 shows before Mania. We don't need to talk about them at nauseam length. There's WrestleMania SmackDown, which, from the viewpoint of it being a WrestleMania SmackDown, is pretty good. Okay. From the point of view of just a regular TV episode of SmackDown, it's not good. A WrestleMania SmackDown, it always sucks. It's always, they've already built their stories, we already know where they're going. At least Cody and Cena both showed up and had an in-ring segment face-to-face this time. Like, to give you an example, during WrestleMania SmackDown last year, going into the big main event of the Bloodline versus Cody and Seth, and then Cody and Roman didn't show up on SmackDown, Rock didn't show up on SmackDown. Seth had a match, which was nice, because of course he will. And then Cody did a run-in, and like, that's it. At least we did a bit more. It was fine. Carmelo Hayes won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That's nice. Last year it was Bronson Reed, and he then got a sustained push afterwards, so hopefully that's good news for Carmelo. Cena and Cody tore each other apart again.
Yeah, they traded 2 first-round picks for Bronson Reed.
I read that, and I was like,
fire.
I'm sure Tanner would love this.
Genuinely, that explained everything to me. It's like you hit the universal translator, and you translated wrestling into sports speak, and I was like, oh, okay, well, now I get it. I was like, let's go Jacob Fatu, and so let's go ain't shit. And now you've turned me.
Even this made sense. It was fine. I don't remember, like, anything else that happened on that show besides those 2 segments, but it was media hype. It's fun. Cody turned the crowd. It was really entertaining. Cody came out and the crowd, like, booed him and was booing him and went with the, like, Cena's our guy because he's gonna do all this. And then Cody was able to convince the crowd to flip. And, like, that's cool. Cody's generational, I think, at this point. Generational WWE babyface. Then the Hall of Fame happened.
Are you upset about the Hall of Fame again?
It's just too long.
Oh, okay.
I was not planning on, like, making myself watch the Hall of Fame. It was like, worst case, I can just watch it on Sunday before work or something. Like, I have, like, there's time. But it was like, it's going to start at 1 a.m. And maybe I'll be awake and, like, I'll turn it on and I'll watch a little bit of it. 3 a.m. comes around, getting tired. And I'm like, maybe it's time to go to bed. And then they're like, and now we're going to induct our headliner, Triple H. And I'm like, oh, well, if they're about to induct Triple H, then I might as well just stay up, it's about over. Shawn Michaels comes out. Really liked Shawn's speech, by the way.
It was good.
Thought it was the best speech of the night. And then Triple H talks for 1 hour and 8 minutes. I didn't go to bed till like 4:30.
God damn.
So.
I have not seen him all weekend.
But at least you won.
I did win.
What do we win?
She won predictions.
By how
I
much?
had 10.
Damn!
She beat me by 1.
And do you want to know who it was?
No, let me don't tell me what it.
There were a couple of things we differed on, but there was one specific one that put her over the top.
Liv.
Absolutely not. Why the fuck would I vote for Liv?
You wouldn't, because she fucking lost.
Yeah, she lost. That was one of the
That's
ones.
why
we
it would have
differed.
been a Damn, why are you coming at me like that? my shit makes sense.
I have a severe dislike.
Because I thought me and her were, did you say Liv would win?
I did say
I was like, yeah, we both said Liv would win. I was like, you hate her ass. There ain't no way you vote for her.
But we'll
So I got that one right. Because Liv lost and Lyra won.
What was it?
You don't know who we all predicted for Randy's opponent, do you?
No, I know who I said, and I had no fucking clue. It was like, who are important people that aren't on the show? Did you fucking say?
I did!
What the fuck?
I said it as a joke.
What did you say?
I said Aleister Black, and then later on I gave... She had asked to change hers to Sheamus at one point, and I was like, well, Tanner gave me 2, so we can just each have 2. So I then gave myself... then did Rusev. I was like, Aleister Black or Rusev. Rusev was like the rumored favorite. And I thought I had it on lock.
Joe Hendry.
Then Joe Hendry showed up anyway, and I was like, oh my god.
That match upset me.
Really?
I hate only getting 3 minutes of Randy Orton. That's it. It wasn't bad. It was
They were 3 really funny minutes, though.
They were pretty good. Him hitting the turn into Randy with the immediate RKO is never not funny. This is what they need to do as a segment. Get the most likable, good people on the planet and get them doing something important. Like, maybe if, like, I don't know, who's a good person? Maybe if, like, I don't know, the Prime Minister of Ukraine just giving a good speech to the Ukrainian people, and then Randy just RKOs him in the middle of the speech. And I still love Randy. Like, it doesn't matter who.
RKO Zelensky.
Yeah, Zelensky. Like, just good people. As long as it's a good, great person, I just want Randy to RKO him, and I still won't hate Randy. I love that man so much.
Then there's NXT Stand and Deliver. Saturday afternoon. The talent had a call time of 5 a.m. Poor Shawn Michaels, man. He inducted his best friend, who then talked for over an hour, left the Hall of Fame local time. It was, 2 a.m., something like that, and had a 5 a.m. call time for NXT.
Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, NXT Stand and Deliver was a banger, but, that's what we expect. Fraxium had a banger because they're Fraxium, and that's just what they do. Triple Threat was good. Fatal 4-Way was good. NXT's great.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Consistently.
But we can get to WrestleMania.
So we're just gonna run through it as it happens?
We can do that, absolutely.
Starts with Jay. Main event Gunther. I'm sorry, main event.
You mean opening match, Jay Uso? Jay and Gunther have a
match.
It might be Gunther's worst match.
Yeah.
And, what happened? Because, I've seen these two have better matches against each other. So, I know it's not a chemistry thing. Did Gunther just not want to try because he was going to be taking a tap-out loss? This wasn't going to be the best match at Mania weekend, but, I expected a bit more from them.
How do you feel about the tap?
Its execution was trash. I've seen Gunther tap out. I've seen Gunther tap out effectively. You could have done that here. I think the story was hot enough, but, Jay locks on the sleeper and Gunther, immediately just... no build-up to it.
Yeah.
No, the match finally started to get moving, and we just did. Done. I would have liked to see Gunther resist it. I would have liked to see Jay work over the head and neck a little bit if we were going to do a tap-out loss. I just wouldn't have had him tapped. 57 splashes and pin him, it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't fully buy into the wrestler tapping out makes them look weak, but, if it was a mid-match with a mid-ending, and I'm ready to just look forward, and let's get Jay a challenger that can...
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do there now. Well, we'll see.
The rumor is Seth, but we'll get to him.
Yeah, we'll get to him.
The New Day versus Clash of Clans.
That's so disrespectful. But that's so funny.
Is it disrespectful? A little bit, but like that's
they did it to themselves.
like that's what they did.
Yeah.
They had the War Raiders come out dressed as Clash of Clans characters, and they were cheaply made. Why?
Yeah.
Why do we do this?
I don't know.
This WrestleMania was, and I was present at last year's Mania and at the previous SummerSlam, so I don't know how bad the advertising has gotten because I haven't watched WrestleMania like live like this in 2 years. And 39, while there was advertisements, it wasn't this bad. This is the first one where it started to annoy me. Like, actually started to... Logos on the mat were whatever. I don't like that they weren't just black and white, but, like, it is what it is. It's fine. It's not going to affect me that much. I cannot get upset over aerial coverage sponsored by Goodyear. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, but that's like an American staple.
Yeah, and, like, that's fine. Like, I don't mind Superstar Revivals sponsored by Xfinity or Wingstop or whoever. Like, that kind of stuff, like, sure. Making the War Raiders come out as Clash of Clans troops, like, just feels that's a bit much. We have gone...
What's the difference between them doing that and then the New Day coming out as Saiyans from Dragon Ball?
Because the New Day are cool. Because the New Days are actual nerds who want to do it, and thus the quality of the entire thing.
Okay.
Let me put it this way. If the New Day is just sponsored by Dragon Ball and WWE are mandating it, they might wear wigs and cheap outfits, but because Xavier Woods was so pumped to do it, he had it all custom made and then had his hair done up. Like, there's just a certain pomp difference. And I have an example later on, which is a cooler example to be completely honest, but I think it shows it a bit different there. The match was fine. New Day wins by cheating and run away with the belts.
We love them.
This could have been on Raw.
Damn. Could have, or probably should have, right?
Should have, and this should have been the spot that we gave to the SmackDown tag teams who have been busting their ass to.
Yeah.
That happened on SmackDown too. DIY interrupted the tag team title match between the Street Profits and the Motor City Machine Guns, and Nick Aldis grabbed the belts from them and said, "No, we're going to end this right. We're going to hang these belts above the ring," and the crowd starts to cheer. Next week, and then the crowd boos. It's like, fuck you. Give us these guys at Mania. Why did all of these teams have to sit out Mania?
Yeah.
But it's fine. New Day wins. I'm excited to see New Day with the belts because they've been present asshole heels, the best versions of the New Day. So, like, I'm excited to see what they bring to the table with it, especially with possible tag teams joining the fray.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair and Naomi wrestled.
No, they didn't.
You're right, they didn't. Jade Cargill and Naomi wrestled. Listen, she was involved in this feud. Listen, right? I do want to tell you, if I had just mistaken it for, like, anyone else, like, if it was BFAB, if I had said BFAB wrestled Naomi, you need to crucify me. Like, I am saying that it's okay because Bianca Belair was heavily involved in that story, but if it was just a random black woman somewhere else on the roster, I should be crucified. Alright? Like...
I now want you to do that. Would it just be not another black female wrestler, just a different black female? Like, yeah, Naomi wrestled Candace Parker this week.
Oh my god. Maybe then she would have won.
The match was alright. It was okay. It was what I expected from those two.
I do not remember. I predicted Naomi, and I do not remember saying that.
I saved in the
yeah, no, I'm sure I did, but I was like, why did I say that? That was the one where like, all right, at least I got you. What?
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know why.
Dummy.
It felt clear that Jade was winning to me, and obviously that was the case.
Oh, this was a WrestleMania from hell for me. Not gonna lie. I'm happy to hear you. They're like kind of a similar sentiment from you two. Because I was like, I hope I don't just hate on this because every result is the result I didn't want.
See, that's funny because the only... on night one, the only two that I got wrong on night one were the ones that I picked the person I didn't want to win because I thought WWE was just going to upset me. And then they lost, so it was fine. But we'll get to those because that's later on.
Yeah.
Oh, the one I got wrong from night one, and then one of the matches from night two. But Jade Cargill won. They did some cool spots. It was okay. It was fine. El Grande Americano wrestles Rey Fenix because Rey Mysterio got injured. And I gave both of you... It doesn't matter because she beats me anyway. I gave both of you the opportunity to change your answer.
Yeah.
And neither of you did.
I didn't.
And then El Grande Americano still won. Which was probably the plan the whole time.
Yeah.
It was fine. They give El Grande Americano a kind of racist entrance, and Rey Fenix comes out, and commentators remind us that WWE purchased AAA, which we can talk about later, because there's a bunch of connotations to that. WWE purchased AAA, and Vikingo is ringside, and he's probably... Vikingo coming to WWE is probably the only good thing to come out of the purchase of AAA, but, like, again, we'll get to that. They wrestle. Phoenix does some funny stuff, because Phoenix is great. And El Grande Americano does some stuff, because he's El Grande Americano. And not Chad Gable. Explicitly not Chad Gable. He just... like you said, they don't even look alike.
Wait, not to me.
That tattoo that they both have on the back of their necks are completely different. It's not at all the same tattoo.
So if we both get smiley faces on our foreheads, we the same person, bro? Alright, good job. Logic destroyed.
Oh, I just skipped a match, apparently. I thought those matches were ordered differently. LA Knight and Jacob Fatu have their match.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu wins.
Yeah.
I give him the Gunther IC title treatment. I want Jacob Fatu wrestling.
Yes, he has to.
I want him just defending the belt. I want him just killing people. Like
There's nothing I think I want to see more than Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
I think I want that more than almost everything.
We have had that a few times.
I don't care.
And every time it's good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, I'm down to have it again for the title.
I love mac and cheese. Every time I have mac and cheese, it's good. Why would I not want it again?
That was the first match where it happened, and I was like, okay, this is good. They're going. It's a title match, new champion, WrestleMania. Here we go. And then we had gotten the El Grande match, and it was like, okay. Then we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Favorite entrance of the weekend. Tiffany Stratton.
Okay.
Tiffy Dreamhouse. Big fan of Tiffy Dreamhouse.
Yep.
Like, that's fun. This match is apparently very divisive.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Okay.
Did you not?
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know how much to say about it. I was like, this is like, we're like halfway through the night and everything I wanted to happen has gone the other way. And and it's not WrestleMania's fault, but it's kind of like killed my hype. So like I was watching this, I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. But I was like already like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
And also, is there one more match, or is this the match before the main?
This is the match before the main.
Yeah, I was also I have the problem of like alright, can we get through this? I need to see this main event, which is, it sucks, but that's kind of where I was at. I was like, alright, let's go. I was, yeah.
I was more at something feels off about this WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it's clear at this point that it's not going to turn around tonight. And I don't know if it was just...
100% agree with you.
I can't tell you why, but someone said it, and it has stuck with me. This WrestleMania felt soulless, and I don't...
Yeah.
The Rock took WrestleMania's soul as well, like, I don't know. But it just... Something felt like it was missing, and I don't think it was the big advertisements, because we've been doing those for a while now, and the past few WrestleManias still felt big, but something was missing, especially during night one. But Tiffy wins.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm happy. That's the one where I predicted Charlotte because, Charlotte doesn't just come back and win the title. When has that ever happened? Like, obviously she's going to come back and just steamroll her way to the belt. But it didn't happen. Tiffy just won.
It depends on what Tiffy does, is if I like it or not.
Okay.
They need to do something with her.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to do something.
Yeah.
I know I'm in the minority, and I've complained about her for probably, I think, the last 3 weeks. But we should have just given Charlotte the belt. If they
Get
end up
out
doing,
my house.
if they end up doing nothing with Tiffy, that's it.
Yeah. No,
But if Tiffy ends up being fun and doing stuff, then yeah, I'm fine. But it seems they are, one, more willing, and two, more able to do things with Charlotte, just because of who she is.
I mean, we're not going to sit here and act like the WWE Women's Championship has gotten any of the corporate love the past couple of years. So
These are all good points. Did I make any of them? No.
as with always, your observations are very on point, and then you somehow come to the wrong conclusion.
And we wonder why I'm single.
like you're really good at going. Do they not care about Tiffy? They do nothing with Tiffy. They must just be able to do more with Charlotte.
No.
That's
not
not
that
the
they
reason,
can
but-
do. It's that they are more willing to. It's like, it's Charlotte. I don't know. It's like they don't want to take the gamble with somebody else. Do you understand what I'm like? That's what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying. I feel like that it doesn't work if you switch out like Bailey for Tiffy instead, and they still didn't give a fuck when it was Bailey.
Yeah.
So like,
They still don't give a fuck about Bailey.
oh, poor Bailey. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Except last year when she is, and it's an extremely under-advertised but really good match against Io Sky at Mania. Anyway, enough about my
Alright, get
raging
off your
about.
soapbox. Let's get to this shit.
Don't worry, I'll be back on later. The main event of night one, the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. Now, before you say anything about the result of the match, before we get to the result of the match, I really liked this match.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good. Seth did the unthinkable in his entrance that I feel like we should have all seen coming, and I'm surprised he never did before. Man pulled off a costume change in the middle of his entrance. Round of applause for the man. CM Punk gets played to the ring by Living Color. Always a pleasure. Gets a really good video package before it. Roman doesn't have a special entrance, but yet still
It's Roman.
is an amazing entrance. Like, I loved that they did bring the Trons from the sky down to go through all the Bloodline family members. That was really cool. The match banged. They all wrestled like it was the most important match ever. The unbreakable announce tables finally broke as Roman just sent them both through it. Loved that spot.
I had a turbulent weekend, right?
So I've heard.
I've had some moments. I have not been more angry at you two than when you sent me that prediction chart and you both predicted Seth Rollins. I had my phone just like this. I said, fuck you and fuck you too. I hate both of you.
Well, here we are.
You can hate.
And you know why? You know
something
why?
for so
You know
right.
why? Because I knew his ass was gonna win as soon as I turned that fucking thing on.
I loved the spot of Seth, convincing Roman, he's a cancer. If we work together, we can end him right now. Them setting up and Roman being like, fuck, I don't need you, and just sending Punk to hell. Just...
Yeah.
Now we can get to the finish of the match. I was shocked that they did actually do it, because I didn't think they would actually... Okay, let me put it this way. I knew Heyman was turning on Punk. You don't...
Yes, I
Heyman
agree.
turns on Punk. That's what happens. And that happens in everything. He's turned on Punk multiple times. But he sold it to me. When he got on his knees and he presented the chair to Roman, he sold it to me. That I was like, oh, I guess Roman's winning and I can just be upset about it later. And then
I saw that shit and I was like, I said, man is playing it too much.
Paul, you're tribal chief. My opinion of this really depends on what they do on Raw tonight. Because if they do what I think they might do, and Heyman doesn't actually align with Seth and he just has a different new client, then I feel better about it.
Yeah, that's what
Because I agree with you. Seth doesn't need Paul.
Seth does not
Or
need
if
Paul
Paul
Heyman.
just was using Seth as a way out and isn't actually any version where Seth and Paul aren't actually aligned.
Yeah, it's good.
It convinces
That's
me of
the
it being a
correct
good
timeline.
finish. Yeah, I don't. As funny as it would be to have Paul come out in these outlandish outfits as well, I don't see a need for it.
Bro, I was going through it. Bro, I was going through it this whole weekend. And then we get to night 2.
So that moment that you had where during the entrance or something you go, oh, no, I'm wrong, this person's gonna win. That's how I felt during the opening match of night 2. When Bianca is coming to the ring and Cole says, now Bianca's not undefeated at Mania. I just went,
Yep,
oh,
that's it.
NDO's winning, and I've screwed myself.
That was a good match.
It was.
I enjoyed
that.
that.
Match was really... Night 2 superseded.
Those
Night
3
1.
make me believe in women's wrestling. They really do.
The match was really good. That restored the feeling for WrestleMania for me for the rest of this event. Night 2... We've had WrestleManias where the quality disparity was... Like
Best.
There's definitely a night that's better than that. I think this one is the most prominent. This night is just so much better than the other one.
I agree with you, and I think it's the exact inverse of night 1.
Okay.
Or night 1, it's saved by the main. I was
Sure.
not blown away by the main on night 2.
I understand. So,
But the other matches, cooked.
yeah,
I'm not gonna
Bianca,
say
Io, and Rhea.
That's all I had to say.
They exactly.
Yeah.
I I want to say they meet expectations, but I need everyone to understand what those expectations are. Like, I expect those 3 to have one of the best matches of the night, and they did. They just went out and had one of the best matches of the night. They justified their crappy build, not really, but they proved that really all you needed to do was tell us this was the match, and we would be excited because they would have this match, and this match was fantastic. And I'd watch it. It was beautiful.
They were good.
And not just because the women were beautiful, because their in-ring work was
8,
beautiful.
8.5 for me.
Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This was a version of dueling entrances, and one of those entrances is forced corporate sponsorship, and the other one is just cool.
Yeah.
And I like Doom, and I hope Drew likes Doom to have to come out kind of dressed as Doomslayer with corporate synergy advertisements.
Yeah.
And then Damian Priest just gets the guitarist from Slayer to play him into the ring.
I love Damian Priest.
This match also banged. This was also good.
Yeah.
They did a bunch of good spots.
That's all they do.
These
2 do just make magic.
Drew wins. Drew wins.
Yay.
He gets to win at WrestleMania. You look unenthused. You predicted Drew would win. I know.
Remember when you picked the one that you think they're gonna do, but that you
Yeah.
don't want? It's just I'm a Damian super. That's what I'm telling you. This WrestleMania was much worse for me, just because everything that I wanted to happen didn't happen.
I think here it's okay though.
No, and I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
wrong. This match banged. I just hate to see my boy lose.
Yeah, I get you. Drew needed to
And
win.
it proves if you cry and complain enough, they'll finally give you something. Little pussy. Make a deal with a corporate devil, then maybe you'll win. Fucking pussy.
Tell that to the War Raiders.
I'll tell that and that's why they fucking lost. Because they.
You know what match is next, right?
No, I do not. I am not following.
It's the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship. My boy! I'm so happy.
You know why I don't hate that he won?
That crowd.
Because when Finn Balor hit that shit, I was like, if Finn Balor wins, I will actually be more upset. And then I saw him splash. I was like, all right, thank you.
This crowd was hot for the man.
Yeah.
They chanted for him all match.
Yep.
They popped when he won. Dominic calls the audible because it's clear that it was supposed to be Dominic wins and then runs away with the title. Halfway up the ramp, he stopped, looked around, and bolted back to the ring and was like, if we're cheering, we're doing it right. The look on his face when he's on the turnbuckle doing his taunts with the belt, he looks genuinely touched. And I'm so excited. I'm excited to enter the we actually cheer Dominic because we've secretly loved him this whole time era. I'm excited. And I'm so happy. And this match was also great.
Yeah. The breaker math was not mathing.
That's the secret of these, is Scott doesn't even win the Steiner math match. So, that's...
the
he was
omen.
doomed from the start.
It was the omen.
But the match was brilliant. They gave Penta the entrance I wanted them to give him, but not the way I wanted them to give it to him. I wanted to, give me a ton of fire and multiple of those stupid spitting sparkler things. They did that. They were just all at the very top of the stage, so it felt like it had no effect.
Well, it's probably because they had people sitting on the stage entrance. That might have had something to do with it.
Yeah. Fuck them people. You're sitting on the stage. You know what's about to happen.
Yeah, fuck these people.
Dom comes out with a mask, and for those who are unaware, I feel like you might be unaware. I was unaware until this morning.
What?
That was either a legit mask or a replica match of the original Rey Mysterio.
Oh, okay.
So the patriarch of the Mysterio bloodline. So that was really cool. I just thought he had a mask that looked like a skeleton because he wears all the skeleton stuff. but Dom struggles to get
It's
it
really,
off.
it's nice to see him pay respect to a good wrestler.
Unlike that deadbeat.
Maybe
guy.
not the greatest of all time. Definitely not the greatest Mysterio of all time.
Well, that's because that's Dom.
It's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm turning heel. I'm officially on board.
Braun comes out with. I don't think they give anything Braun anything special, but I think that's fine because we're gonna get so many WrestleManias with Braun. We have time to.
I can't wait to see Braun absolutely annihilate Jey Uso with a spear,
and then somehow lose.
Yeah,
that match is great. Loved it. It's what I want out of an Intercontinental Championship match. Just 4 really good wrestlers, just giving it to each other and giving it to the fans, and then the fan favorite wins.
Yep.
I'm so happy.
I hope they fucking fumble it.
So then Randy Orton comes out. They talk about this being Randy Orton's 20th Mania. Da 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 da. He says a thing. He says the 3 most dangerous letters, RKO. And then we are joined by Joe Hendry. I didn't think it was possible. Well, I knew it was possible. She had said it, and my thought was, yeah, but this is WrestleMania. Like,
You don't believe.
like, first of all,
Last pick of the draft.
don't come into my house and say I don't believe.
Whose house?
I've been believing longer than either of you combined, alright?
Whose house?
Swear's house. Anyway, we'll get to bad endings in a moment.
Okay.
And I was just like, it's WrestleMania. That's not the kind of surprises we get at WrestleMania. That's like, the Rumble was fun, but the Rumble is like the ceiling of that. Turns out I was just wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and that's fine. Not even justification. I was just wrong. That is what we're doing at WrestleMania. And that's fine. Love Joe Hendry. I popped for it. The crowd loved it. Like, he comes into the ring, he does his taunt, he hits some moves on Randy Orton, Randy kills him, and we're good. And, and fair play to Joe. Unlike so many people when they do the Randy Orton comes from out of frame and hits the RKO, a lot of people, you'll see their eyes move to track Randy, to track him. Joe doesn't do it. Huh. Joe stays straight to the camera and then boom! People are mad online saying this makes Joe look weak, like he was
It's Randy Orton, the legend
killer.
killer.
I don't know how to sit them down and look them in their eyes and go, yeah, well, he just wrestled 14-time world champion Randy Orton at WrestleMania, so
and didn't get immediately squashed.
Yeah,
it was like a 3-minute match.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get buried at WrestleMania. Like, there's levels to this.
You can.
And AJ Styles versus Logan Paul happened.
Moving swiftly onward.
Karrion Kross was the best part of that feud, and it makes me upset.
Yep.
Not because Karrion Kross doesn't get to be great. I love Karrion Kross, but anyway, he showed up. He popped up, and he, threatened Logan's friend, which I really liked.
Which one?
I think it was Jeff or whoever.
Oh, okay.
It's whoever keeps popping up in Logan's matches to give him the brass knuckles.
Oh, okay.
And then Karrion Kross stops, takes them from him, and, just kind of threatens him. And then Styles attacks Logan's friend. Bye-bye, Logan's friend. And then confronts Karrion Kross. Karrion's like, just take him. Just end it. Just end it. And then Styles attacks Kross. And, Styles, why are you attacking Kross like this? Kross is AJ Styles has been attacking Karrion Kross unprompted. Kross didn't swing at him. Kross didn't attack him. He didn't even threaten him. He just said, it is important that you win this match. And maybe, maybe you should beat Logan at his own game. And use these. And Styles punches it this Karrion Kross disrespect has got to stop, man. AJ Styles should be fined. He should be suspended.
What is this?
And then he lost the match, alright? See, it's cool to like Dominic, so I need another shit heel to get behind, so I've chosen Karrion Kross. I'm going to have to choose again soon, because Karrion Kross has then gotten himself over. What I'm saying is, I'm actually ahead of the curve, and I start liking people.
Alright, okay, we get it.
The best part of that match was Karrion Kross, and then the best part of Logan's cool moves is the fact that he's facing AJ Styles, who can just hang in the air for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Somehow. The way that I saw Logan Paul's new move, the pulverizer or whatever it is, and people just being like, that move was so cool, he got Styles in the air, and I was like, AJ Styles jumped in the air, and AJ Styles is just superhuman enough that he can just hang in the air for 5 seconds to make Logan Paul look cool. Like, Logan Paul will not be able to hit that move on anyone else. Because no one else will be able to just stop and float.
Maybe Javon Evans.
Maybe Javon Evans, but I think he can hit it on Javon Evans because Javon will just send himself up higher to make up for the time. You'd probably really like Javon Evans.
Bouncy?
He bouncy.
He bouncy?
He bouncy. When we saw him at NXT 2300,
I thought he was going to decapitate himself.
She was afraid he was going to hit, like, the ceiling and the stuff on the roof. Like...
Now, we were front row.
We were front row for that.
Who's next? Give me something I care about.
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria in question mark because Bayley was apparently attacked during one of the pre-shows.
Okay.
And I hate this because I feel so conflicted.
What? Why?
I'm just so...
Why do you hate it?
Because I don't, but I do, but I don't.
What? You should.
But
Why?
I do. First of all, let's start from the beginning. Why does Lyra Valkyria care about going for the tag titles when she's already champion?
Bruh.
Why doesn't she?
Is this what we're upset about?
I have many things that I'm upset about here.
Bruh.
All right.
It's like Jesus came to you and it's like, bro, here, took your water and gave you wine. You're like, but I'm a Chardonnay guy, bruh. What are we talking about?
He doesn't know what those words mean. He doesn't drink.
I don't drink either. I know what you mean.
I know what those words mean, and also Chardonnay is a type of wine. He could have given me Chardonnay from the off, so maybe pump the hate. Right,
But I don't know. I don't drink. But like, what are we talking about?
Like, the entire concept of this match, but like, I can get past it to a certain point. Why do we have to take Bayley off Mania to bring Becky back? Like, why do we have to cancel Bayley's feud that she has building with someone else to put her in this match? Just for her to not wrestle at Mania to bring Becky back? Why can't Becky just come back 2 weeks ago and then be announced for Mania and then Bayley do something else at Mania?
Because you need the pop for Mania.
Why can't Lyra just have a mystery opponent the entire time? That's where and this is the thing, right? Becky is one of my all-time favorites. I'm super happy to have her back. Think her pairing with Lyra is great. Don't love that this made me lose predictions, but whatever. Like, it's fine. But then why does Bayley... I'm also a big Bayley fan. Why does Bayley have to lose out? Bayley was building this months-long feud with Roxanne Perez that we just canceled so she could not wrestle at Mania, apparently. Like...
Well, they'll do something with that. Don't worry about it.
It's bad booking. It's just bad booking. And like also Liv taking the pin after pretty much putting the women's division on her back the past year kind of sucks for her. But again, it is what it is. At least she was on Mania. Just a bleh. It feels very bleh to me. But it's good to have Becky back. Very super elated and happy to have Becky back.
Yeah.
Still my all-time favorite.
That was fun.
Women's wrestler.
I really liked it.
That's just where I'm at with it. I've never been so elated and so frustrated.
I lost my mind that Becky came out and then I watched the match.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked.
I don't even think I watched the match, to be honest with you.
I was like, oh, Becky's back! And I get like a minute into it, I'm like,
they didn't even wrestle.
so what's coming next?
They didn't even wrestle for that long.
I know, but it was still just like,
Then John Cena comes out. I loved this entrance.
No, I didn't hate the entrance.
I loved the all you get is my name. And then his WrestleMania patch that everyone has on is on his towel, so you don't even get an actual John Cena worn patch in your trading card.
To be fair, Seth's was on his flamethrower.
Yeah, apparently Seth's was on his flamethrower, so... That was a thing. If you ever got bored during this Mania, you could try to find the WrestleMania patch on the competitor. Because they all had one on. I found a couple of them.
It's like a fun little mini game.
Fun little mini game. That's something going forward as well, if you didn't already know this. At Mania, every competitor, including Joe Hendry, including Travis Scott, I heard, had WrestleMania patches on their gear, and those will be included in trading cards. And also now going forward, whenever someone makes their main roster debut on Raw and SmackDown, they'll have a special patch and it'll go on a trading card.
Oh, cool.
People pretended to be upset about this, and I have actual things to worry about. Like one of my favorite wrestlers not being on the card. But like, I don't have time to care about this little patch being on people's gear. It was mostly on people's boots. Damian Priest had it incorporated in between the lines on his gear. Like,
Jay's was on his waistband.
yeah, like, it doesn't take away, and it's a cool little collector thing. It's fun. I don't care. It's not like they're mandating the entire entrance like they did with.
You see where it was on solos?
I didn't see where it was on solos.
Neither did I.
Oh, okay. I assume Solo had one. If Travis Scott had one, I assume Solo had one. And Cody comes out with the most South Jersey special entrance I've ever seen. You just know that he walked out thinking like, man, that looks so cool right
That
now.
helmet looks so fucking stupid.
Last year's helmet was way better.
That shit looked like something out of Lego. What is it? What is that? Oh, what's that Lord of the Rings game? Shadow of Mordor.
Okay.
It looked like something that one of the orcs in that would wear. I was like, alright, I'm out.
I just thought that
I immediately was like, John, kill him.
we went from wanting Cody to be Homelander to Cody just being Iron Man, and then someone in the Reddit just went, bro, War Machine. It's literally right there, Rhodes. And I'm like, they're right. They got me. It should have been War Machine. Like, I don't like. When you're right, you're right. The match certainly happened.
I hate that I keep going back and forth on John. I'm like, yeah, now I'm back on John. And then I'm like, yeah. It just shows.
He wrestled this match like a heel, and that's fine.
How many more nut kicks do you want to see?
I could do with 3 more.
3 more? Against who? If there were 3 sacks that you'd want to get hacky sacked by John Cena, who are those 3 hacky sackers?
Travis Scott.
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. But I guess Paul's got 2 head start on him, though. He's got to get 1 more, hopefully tonight. I don't. It doesn't bother. Like, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. It's heel stuff. Like, the match wasn't great.
Yeah.
It just kind of... It was a I don't really care situation at that point where I was just like, yeah, is John Cena going to wrestle heel? And then he does the first heel thing. And I'm like, he's going to wrestle heel. And I'm like, this match is just going to be all right then. Because Cena's not going to go because he's not giving the crowd what they want. The crowd doesn't get a special entrance. The crowd doesn't get John Cena doing the John Cena that we want to see.
Yeah.
Fine. Personally, I would have just, after the turnbuckle spot, where the ref gets taken out and then Cena rips the thing and then he hits Cody on the turnbuckle a couple times, just do the AA and the roll through AA and end the match there. If no one else is coming out except for Travis Scott, I'm not interested in bringing out Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Like, Travis Scott came out and my thought process was, okay, because I'm expecting The Rock to come out at this point. And it's just like, okay, like I like that we're bringing out Travis Scott to be a part of it since he got to be a part of the heel turn for some reason. At least like that's continued. It feels like he's actually a part of this and not just he showed up for some reason.
I can never not think about what was that?
Is that Elimination Chamber?
With the heel turn?
Yeah, where Travis Scott's there and all I can think of is your created character in a cutscene.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about it. Every time I think about it, I laugh super hard.
But like, again, like we followed up on it and he's here, like, sure. I'm not mad about that. I like that at least he didn't only show up for that one moment and supposedly caused the Cena heel turn and then just wasn't mentioned and didn't show up in the entire rest of the road to WrestleMania, including the show itself. Like some rocks I could mention. That's just it.
That really doesn't make sense. I actually agree with you. Like that doesn't. There's no reason for The Rock to not be there. What is the fucking point then?
And if The Rock isn't there at Mania, why is he there at Elimination Chamber? Like it just... Does The Rock just show up to shows and then tells the writers to figure out a way to include him? And then the writers have to bend over backwards to figure out how to make The Rock fit in this segment?
No, I
with no commitment or follow-up?
If I were to posture a guess, it would be The Rock backed out. That's what I think happened. Because it makes no sense for him to not be at fucking WrestleMania.
Yeah. Especially after Elimination Chamber. And that's the thing, right? If Rock doesn't show up and do the nonsense with Cody Soul, and Cena just turns heel normally, like Cody just comes out to congratulate him on the win and Cena turns heel there, then we don't need the Rock at Mania. It's just that...
It's just that he's integral to the story.
Yeah. Is that he made himself important to the story and then decided that he didn't need to show up. And We still also haven't gotten an explanation. That's what makes me feel like Rock just showed up and they figured out a way to include him.
Maybe.
Because Cena also just hasn't talked about him. He's only showed up in one promo where Cody said, "At least I didn't become The Rock's bitch." Like,
Yeah.
anyway, Cena wins. Cena's now a 17, maybe 18-time world champion. And, yeah, it's history. I'm not mad about it. What's Travis Scott doing? Why is he here?
Yo, leave Travis Scott alone. He's the best part of the feud.
I don't know. Those bars that Cody hit on John are pretty good. Nothing convinced me more that Cody was losing, besides the fact that John just didn't stay on top of a single interaction.
I love John. My God, does he look old?
Yeah. Last run. We're done after this. No more John Cena after this.
How old's John? What is he?
John is 48.
John Cena's only 48?
He might be 49.
Oh my God.
Was I right the first time or the second time?
Neither time.
Oh,
Is he
God.
51?
No.
Oh, damn.
He's 47.
Okay. I knew I was 1 year off. Hey, I can't ever remember. My dad and John Cena are 1 year apart in age. So I know how to get to my dad's age, and then I have to pick a direction.
CM Punk does not look 1 year younger than John Cena. That's crazy.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
CM Punk looks old.
Okay. CM Punk's face may look old.
Okay.
I
All right.
said the way they move and everything else they do, you couldn't convince me that they were a year apart.
Sure,
in age.
I'll give you that.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's nuts.
Punk has also always looked more fluid in the ring than Cena.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
Yeah.
there's a big difference now. I still go back. I want to say Cole said this in the best shape of his career. Every time I see him, I'm like, damn, they kind of. I think it's because he's getting closer to a body type that I like more. Because they like thin, long hair CM Punk, I fuck with it, but this like creatined up CM Punk, I'm kind of fucking with it. I'm like, huh.
So Cena versus Orton at Backlash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta be a Orton and Cena.
I want Cena to just demolish Orton. I'm okay with us acting like
No.
that Cena. I don't want Cena to just get help and look weak every single match. He can against Cody because it's Cody and we need to protect Cody because it's Cody, but like he needs to demolish someone soon.
You can't demolish Orton.
Why not?
Because it's Orton.
Exactly.
Let him demolish somebody else. Let him demolish one of the new talent. Save my boy.
Tanner said, bury these legends that can afford it? Nah, bury the new talent.
Yeah.
Fuck these future
Bury
stars.
the guys that are gonna go. They're gonna be here longer and they're gonna go over. Bury Braun.
My one true pick to take the title off Cena?
Yeah, I know. He buries him now, and then at the end, Braun comes back, and with Paul Heyman's help, he annihilates him.
I'm deeply afraid that Cody's going to be the one to take the title from John.
You think he'll take it back?
And keep
Didn't I say that?
You did say that.
Yes.
I don't want him to. I would like Cody to be champion again, but like, if we're doing a big mega heel run, I would like a new champion to be made at the end and not just giving it back to Cody.
That would be funny. So overall for this Mania, what do you give it out of 10?
A 6.
I'm floating around a 6 and a 7. Let's just cut the difference and go with a 6.5 for now.
Yeah, I think I'm giving it a 5.
I take 36 out of rating because I don't know how to rate it.
Yeah.
Definitely the worst two-night Mania.
Yeah.
Comfortably. It reminds me a lot of WrestleMania 34 when you look at it. If I showed you the WrestleMania 34 card and everything that happened, you would look at me and go, "Oh, so this Mania was a banger, right?" It was okay.
Yeah.
Like, it was just okay. It's not the worst. I'm tired of people saying that. Y'all didn't live through a bad Mania. Y'all lived through an okay to good Mania. I'll call you when we hit a bad Mania. Or we can sit there and watch WrestleMania 32 and you can suffer for 5 hours. Like,
If the WrestleMania is not entertaining, isn't it bad?
I was entertained at many points.
I wasn't entertained all the way through.
That's the issue.
And that's why it's not a great Mania.
Being entertained all the way through, I feel like should be the baseline to be just a good Mania.
Versus
Great.
the Mania being shit the whole way through.
No, then I think that's awful and the worst we've ever seen.
Yes, that's my point. That's what I'm saying.
But for the biggest wrestling show of the year, I think it's a cardinal sin for the biggest wrestling show of the year to not be entertained the entire night, to not be locked in the entire night.
I mean, almost every WrestleMania has a piss break match where people get unengaged.
I know, but I would
get what you're
say
saying.
there's more than one of those.
I get what you're saying, but my point was that this isn't one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
And that's not what I'm saying. But I don't think I have the nuts to call it good. Okay to good is, or I guess just good is too much. Okay, I think is.
I mean, okay to good is what 6.5 is.
Yeah.
5 would be okay.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, that's where I sit with it. Like, there was good moments. Some of it just fell flat, and I wish I could pinpoint the issue. I think that's what upsets me the most is I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, why weren't you good? Like, it's just, stuff happens. Like, WrestleMania 32 is one of the worst WrestleMania of all times. Half the roster was also injured. So, like, you didn't really have any other Avengers besides Triple H to put into it. So, like, I can look at it and be like, oh, everyone was injured. And I'm just like, man, this sucked. I love him. At WrestleMania 32, Zack Ryder wins the Intercontinental title. That's what we were dealing with at WrestleMania 32. Like, WrestleMania 27 was also bad, and it was main evented by The Miz. It was main evented by The Miz and John Cena, and that match ended by a double count out. And then a laptop restarts the match.
Right,
and then The Rock...
Let's move on.
And then The Rock... This Mania was not great, but it just wasn't as bad as some of those bad ones. But yeah, this Mania happened. I hope Raw after Mania tonight is good, man.
You better hope so.
Like, they got a shot. There's enough in the water to make tonight wild.
Yeah. That's what we need.
But moving on to other news, I think I only have one actual thing on the wrestling, and it's that it was announced on the pre-show that WWE has purchased Lucha Libre AAA worldwide.
And why do you hate it?
So, I've thought long and hard about how I want to word this. And I think I figured out a way. It's not the initial thing. AAA was a struggling promotion, and it was kind of shit and terrible, so, like, I don't really care that AAA is now owned by WWE. But let's put it this way. When WWE first partnered with Noah to send Shinsuke Nakamura out there, the thought was, oh, well, if they partner with Noah, who else could they partner? And now they have all these partnerships. When they started the NIL, it was, well, how long until they do something for the Indies? And now we have something going on for the Indies, too. So if WWE is willing to purchase one of the top promotions in a region that they don't have a lot of influence in, what else would they be willing to do? The single purchase of AAA is not that big of a deal. However, the connotations that they might now turn around and try and possibly purchase one of the biggest promotions in Japan or the UK or anything like that is actually threatening.
Threatening why?
It is monopolistic. That's not how you say it, but I can't say the actual word. And I don't think with the existence of AEW we can ever get a true monopoly, which is nice. But it's just... Those promotions in Japan mean something in the way that they are made and the way that they're presented. And for WWE to just snatch them up would actually be bad. And if it was any other promotion in Mexico besides AAA, it would also be bad. The only reason why this one isn't as bad is because it's AAA, and AAA is just... It's a bit of a wet fart of a promotion, and it's been that way for a while.
Yeah.
Like, what does this mean for TNA or GCW or Pro Wrestling Noah or any of the other promotions that WWE has already partnered with? I don't like the idea that WWE is looming over, now looking to snatch up a bunch of promotions instead of existing in a partnership way, even if they exert their control in their partnership like they do with TNA. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's a direct answer to AEW partnering with CMLL, because I don't know if I believe that. But also, all of a sudden having an interest in partnering and apparently buying out the second biggest Lucha Libre promotion. It's that too. It's that AAA is a big promotion. It's one of the top promotions of the world. It's not just a random little indie.
Yeah, I just think you just have to see how it changes. I have to see how it changes before I can make an opinion.
Sure. WWE does not have that corporate goodwill for me to be able to just be like, oh yes, yay. Like, for example, I can say
with a different
that
dude at the helm, I have to disagree.
he's not making this decision. Triple H doesn't make the decision to buy AAA.
It's not Triple H, it's that the other guy is gone.
Yes.
More to me. I really could give a shit about Paul Levesque, but
Okay.
Vince is gone. It doesn't give them goodwill, but it gives now they got a +1 benefit of the doubt. That's it though. It doesn't recharge. This is it. You get your one benefit of the doubt back, And now if you fuck that up, then okay, you actually haven't changed and it wasn't all him. Bye.
This is where I stand with creatively. I give Triple H a lot of leeway for a lot of those exact reasons. Corporately, I was giving Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan a lot of that. TKO, Endeavor, no. Because I've seen what they do. No. Like, and I think that's what it is I've seen what UFC has done. UFC with their spending $90 plus to watch a pay-per-view. I know what you do, and I don't trust you, essentially, to do anything. And that's who's making these decisions. Are these decisions maybe informed by Paul Levesque? It's possible. It's possible Paul Levesque went, hey, I would like to get some AAA guys on my show. But if him saying that then results in Endeavor walking in and just the whole promotion, exerting control in a way that makes me fear for the entire industry.
Yeah.
And again, it's this domino falling doesn't actually matter. But what dominoes is it about to knock down?
Yeah.
Because the TNA partnership, when it started, wasn't the end of the partnerships, and the partnerships actually got bigger and weirder, and the ID program started, and like it welcomed in a lot of stuff, and it's like, oh, like seeing that it's not a single decision, now we have a precedent for it not being a single decision, and now this is a worrying one to see happen. But again, maybe I'm just wrong.
Do you want to be wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yes.
all it's got to be.
I want to be wrong. I want this to be an isolated incident. I want the owner of AAA to have gone to Endeavor to say, I don't want this anymore, please take it. And WWE doing it as a courtesy to all of the AAA talents on their roster. And not them wanting to use one of the most storied Lucha Libre promotions to, I need a better word than invade, to...
Infiltrate.
I like that one more. To infiltrate Mexico more as a product.
Okay.
Which, I would say they were probably decently popular in Mexico as it is.
I can see why you're worried.
Yeah. And again, at least AAA was a struggling promotion that had issues, and so like it's kind of nice to see it put out of its misery.
Can't wait to see Omos in AAA.
Yo, why'd they pull Omos from Noah, from Pro Wrestling Noah? Like, why did you do this? I'd love to be wrong, and then just kind of have AAA as a subsidiary, and AAA operates itself, and we still get, maybe just with a little bit more fine-tooth combing to get the bad out. Like, I would love to just see
they
that.
just needed the bankroll.
But, like, WWE, when they partnered with Evolve, it was, oh, well, this is going to create a better opportunity for this. And then they just bought Evolve and put it out of business. And then years later, used the branding for their developmental show. And I like WWE Evolve, but, like...
Yeah.
But, again, that's something where you can say it was the old...
That's what I'm saying.
And that's fine, but, like...
But you're immediately right if it looks anything like how it used to be.
There's already talks of them rebranding it to NXT Mexico. Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
I know, but I don't... I hate that, but I don't... I don't hate it because... I don't know, man.
It can effectively be NXT Mexico.
But you can't call it that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
rebranding it all is, like, incredibly, like... And, like, changing their championships or what, like...
Yeah.
It effectively being NXT Mexico, there's nothing wrong with. Like, that's probably what it ends up being anyway. Like, just... We are going to develop specifically Lucha Libre talent here, and then when they're ready, they'll go over to NXT or to the main roster.
Like, we need more.
Okay. This is a decent little WrestleMania-sized episode. I understand that there is something outside of the world of wrestling that happens this week.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a lot of thoughts or little thoughts?
Do I have a lot of thoughts or little thoughts on the NFL draft?
Yes, on the NFL draft.
I have a couple of thoughts. I don't have anything crazy.
Okay. We're gonna get them here, and if it's a lot, I'm gonna do some switch ups, and we're gonna do a split with it.
I really don't have that much.
Okay.
I think there's like 4 talking points of the draft.
Okay.
There's, what does Tennessee do at 1? Does Tennessee commit to a quarterback, being Cam Ward, or do they take BPA and they go Abdul Carter? It's so weird because the first 3 picks are so interesting this year because genuinely you could put it in any order with like 1 and 2, and then 3 is kind of like could be a couple of people. Usually every year I know who's going at 1. It feels like that, like a bunch usually.
It feels like that.
I genuinely don't know who's going to go at 1. I wouldn't be shocked. The second talking point is possibly the biggest talking point. in Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son. That dude could go at 6, or he could go at 3, or he could go at 24. I don't know where that guy's going to go. He's the second best quarterback in the draft. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked if another quarterback went in front of him. Not that I think there's a quarterback better than him. And if I'm going to stand on something, I actually think he's the best quarterback in the draft. Because I think you can do a lot more with an accurate quarterback in this league than you can with a guy with a cannon of an arm. When you can with the guy who's an athlete. Now, not to say that Cam Ward is just an athlete. I think he is better than that. But when you're picking at number 1, there's a reason why you're picking at number 1, and I don't think the athletes thrive usually in those situations. Sometimes they do. I watched Cam Newton go on to be an MVP, but that took a couple of years and stuff like that. But I genuinely think if you were to give me all 3 of the guys, 3 or 4 of the top quarterback prospects, I'm taking Shedeur. Then there's like a double headline with, where does Ashton Jeanty go? Best running back in college football. Does he go at 6 to the Raiders? Does he go at 10 to everybody, this whole house's favorite, Chicago Bears? And the double headline of, where does he go, and how many more running backs go in the first round? Because we've now swung the pendulum back into where you don't take running back in the first round to now you could take them in the top 10, and if they change your franchise, you take them. You don't wait. So like there's a guy, Amarion Hampton, which I've seen a lot of people say that the Bears are interested in if Jeanty is gone. Really worried that I'm not going to get. So as a quick Bears tangent, and then I'm going to get to the last big headline. As a Bears fan, there's 2 guys I want. I want Will Campbell or I want Ashton Jeanty, and I'm slowly coming to the realization both those guys are probably going to be gone. It's really sad because then I know we won't trade back and we'll stick and pick, and it'll be somebody I don't want. I don't want them to take Amarion Hampton at 10 because I don't think you have to take him at 10. I think you could trade back, but then it's also I take Amarion Hampton at 10 because if there's nobody to trade back with, there's nobody to trade back with. They can't make a deal that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, you can call as much as you want. They're like, no, we don't want to move. No, we don't want to move. It is what it is. So I'm talking myself into Hampton, but I'm not 100% sure. And then the last whole thing is, who's going to trade up? Because I last year, I didn't think anybody was going to trade up. I thought everybody was kind of going to stick and pick, and then a gajillion people traded up and traded back and traded around. So anything can happen. I want to know who trades up. Does somebody trade up for Shedeur? Does somebody trade up for Jeanty? Does somebody trade up for Tyler Warren? That's another guy the Bears apparently have talked to. Best tight end in the draft. But we have a good tight end. But if you tell me who would you take over the 2, I think I'd take the guy in the draft just because he seems like a bona fide superstar. But it's also, we have other glaring needs, and I wouldn't want to ignore those. But I'm excited. Draft's going to be good. I'm going to go over to my dad's.
You'll have to watch almost the whole thing this time.
Yeah. I got to watch the 32. His buddy's an Eagles fan.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to see him at 29.
Yeah.
His buddy at 32, and then me at 10. I'm more excited for the second and third rounds. I got a bunch of really high picks. So, but the draft coverage has been kind of what it's been. I don't really have a good outlook, like this guy's going here, this guy's going here. I just hope it's fun. I just hope we get some stuff. What I would like to see is another A.J. Brown trade. I would like to see an established star get traded for a pick. That's what I'd like to see. But I don't know if that'll happen.
I didn't know the draft was it makes sense that the draft is around this time. It literally was yesterday. I was at work and it popped up on the TV that SportsCenter was and then the draft, and I looked and I was like, oh, I wonder if Tanner's gonna want to talk about the draft on Monday. I should remember.
Yeah.
To ask him.
There's just some stuff. It doesn't feel super concrete like it feels every year. Or most years.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. And then NBA playoffs started. That's been kind of a snore. No real upsets. I didn't hate the plan the first year. I hate it now. First year of the plan, a play-in tournament is that the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seed all play a game against each other to make the last 2.
Okay.
Make the last 2 seeds. So 9 and 10 could jump up to 7 and 8. But they did the play-in originally for the bubble year during COVID because they cut the season short. So then they said any teams within this many games are invited to the bubble to play out some games, and then we'll do a play-in tournament. I think they should have kept it that you do the play-in tournament if the teams are within so many games. There shouldn't be losing teams, like a team that's like 38 and 42 or whatever, competing for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Especially when they didn't make the top 8 seeds. But yeah, it probably makes the league money, so who cares? But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
More team playoff merch.
Yeah, there's more games, more tickets. But I don't know. NBA play, I haven't been super happy yet. Knicks won the game that I watched, so
Is
I
the
was
NBA,
happy.
is the NBA even a real league?
Yes, it's the National
do you-
Basketball Association.
How do you have a team in Oklahoma? Does the team in Oklahoma City do well? Like
They're a favorite to win the ring.
not okay. Sorry, let me rephrase.
They actually have the MVP on the team, like
Let
the
me-
MVP front
okay,
runner.
Let me rephrase. Not in like their actual team performance. Like, do people actually go to their games?
They have a rabid fan base.
Okay.
They just
Oklahoma
have a
City-
staunch group of haters that live in the Northwest.
Deserved, but
Yeah, 100% deserved.
because I was sitting there one day and I was like, Memphis versus Oklahoma City. Why do these cities have teams?
Yeah, Memphis, I kind of get.
But like,
more
I think
of a-
Memphis is probably fine because they do. Do they have a Nashville team? I was like, if they don't have a Nashville team, then it kind of makes sense. You can be
yeah.
the Tennessee team, and I think it's fine. Then they have the Orlando team, which I can't hate on. But like, I find it funny that no one else has an Orlando team.
If the Orlando Magic didn't have that song, I probably wouldn't care. But they do have the most fire song of all time.
I can't
I
even
heard
come
it.
at this because the NHL has moved a team from Arizona to Salt Lake City.
Is that the Salt Lake City Hockey Club, or whatever?
I think they're the Utah Hockey Club, but
Utah,
yeah, they're.
yeah. Whoa, 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 Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic.
Oh wait, you guys have a Salt Lake City team too.
Yeah, we have.
The Jazz.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating to hate.
Sounds like that a little bit, but I get it.
You mean Oklahoma City has an NBA team and Seattle doesn't?
Let's just not talk about that.
Let's just wrap it up and head home.
Did you do anything else this week other than prepare for WrestleMania?
No. That did nothing else.
I
happened
did watch
WrestleMania
some
week.
things. There is actually one thing I'd like to talk about. It's a little off topic.
Okay.
Oh no, I have 2 things. I'm gonna go see a movie this week.
Yay.
I'm gonna go see Sinners,
Okay.
the Michael B. Jordan movie where he plays the 2 twins.
Yeah.
That movie banged. The movie was very good. It was definitely pitched to me as a horror movie, and I wasn't scared. They got me. There was like 3 jump scares in the movie, and I jumped at the jump scares, but I was never scared. It kind of felt a little more of like a thriller. But that movie was really, really good. Everybody gave a good performance. The Ryan Coogler, I always feel like cooks the director. Like I couldn't tell you a Ryan Coogler movie I didn't like, but that was really good. And then the other thing I did was, it has taken me about 7 years to finish this show, but I finally watched the rest of Attack on Titan.
Okay.
That is the greatest show I have ever seen. I watched the last 15 episodes, and I cried for 6 hours straight. I like the way I don't know how they did it, but that show makes me care about those characters more than anything has ever made me care about anything. That was just amazing. And then people said they didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was good. The ending was controversial, and I said wrong. But yeah, that's all I did. I just wanted to share that.
That's good. That's nice.
I do some things. I did something else that I'm not prepared for the internet to know that about me. So I'm going to keep that in my back pocket. And then expose myself for being a weirdo.
Now you gotta.
No, I can't. I actually can't. I know people who listen to this that I don't need them to know.
No one listens to this.
Yeah, I got people that listen to this. We got. What did you say the other day? Was it 50 something or 50 what?
50 all-time listeners.
There we go.
Our latest episode has 3 plays, and one of them is me. New predictions champion, not either of us.
It'll never be me.
It might be.
No.
I think it could be.
No, I'm very bad.
I think you struggle on a show like WrestleMania where there's so many matches to predict. But, like, if we get to Backlash and there's 5 matches, like, I think that increases the odds for anyone to just get it. Because you only have to be right less times.
I only say this because I was really confident going into these predictions.
Why did you think...
The Naomi one makes no sense. And I don't know why I said that. I must have had a lapse in my judgment.
So why did you think LA Knight was gonna retain his title?
Sometimes I vote with my hate.
Why did you think El Grande Americano was going to lose?
It was Mysterio.
And then I gave you an out when it was changed to Fenix. And you still stuck with Fenix.
I don't know. I just didn't think he was going to win.
Why did you think Braun Breaker was going to retain the
I could
Intercontinental
no,
title?
because I think I genuinely thought he was going to retain. It was either genuinely my thoughts were it's going to be what you think it's going to be, or Braun was going to retain.
Okay. Why did you think Cody Rhodes was going to retain the WWE
Because
Undisputed
I was still bought in on the SummerSlam switch.
Okay.
I have reasoning for everything, but
Except for Naomi.
yeah, I don't know why I said that.
And then I assume your reasoning for Bianca was the same as mine.
Yeah, the streak, yeah.
Yeah. And then they were just like, that's not a thing. And I'm like, oh, well, great. I'm losing this.
Yeah.
But he was going to win, and that's great. And then I actually think you had the most realistic of the Randy Orton opponents ones. Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn are like, oh, these are actual people on the
I was like,
roster
yeah,
that don't
I
have
genuinely
matches.
had no idea what the hell to say, and I was like, all right, who are two of the biggest stars that just aren't at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I'll say them too.
And it felt like they were building to Solo and Randy anyway. So like,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
could've
not gonna act like I even knew that,
who
but
could have predicted Joe Hendry?
Me.
Your predictions champion, everyone.
the disembodied voice that's also here.
I could have told her no. Happy WrestleMania. Next episode won't be a wrestling episode.
Thank God.
Like I might touch on Raw after Mania, but like it just won't be a big wrestling episode like the last few have
I'm
been.
hoping that the playoffs kick off, and then I hope the draft is interesting. I'll have plenty. By the time the next episode, the draft will be done.
Yeah,
It'll be all the rounds, and then I'll go crazy.
there'll be stuff to talk about.
You know what the biggest one of the
Send
other
that
biggest
to me.
things for the draft, another one of the big talking points
Yeah.
is after the draft, it'll be where Aaron Rodgers goes, or if he retires, because I think he's waiting on the draft.
Ain't he like 50?
Ain't he like a bitch?
Yeah, but like,
He can throw football better than 99% of people on the planet, so.
Yeah, but he's a Packers legend.
Is he?
That's something I would love to see. I would love to ask Packers fans, one, how do you feel about your dog shit franchise? And then two, who do you like more, Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers? Who's your best quarterback of all time? And I would love, for as bad a person as Brett Favre is, I'd love to hear so many people just say Brett Favre. Like, I love just asking fans of their franchise, who's your franchise GOAT? And like going to like the Lakers, and then you get, some people say Kobe, some people say Magic, some people say Kareem, some people are wrong and say LeBron, some people say Shaq. It's just, I love hearing, like, you go to the Heat, who's the Heat? And then they say Dwayne Wade, and then some people are wrong and say LeBron, and then there's other people that say, like, Alonzo Mourning and shit like that.
Like Schmidt, but anyway.
Fuck the Packers, by the way. I
Yeah,
didn't want to forget that.
I was just trying to give you a lead in to do your catchphrase. That's all that was. I don't actually care about Packers goats. Who fucking cares about that?
The
Just
Packers.
Needed you to remind everyone about how you hate the Packers.
I really do hate the Packers.
That's how the episode has to end every time. God, I hate the Packers. I don't even care about football, and I hate the Packers because you've made me hate the Packers just by hating the Packers.
I love spreading hate.
One day I'll get you to hate the Mets like that.